All right, this is the new ranked Pugs web application that I've been developing. Um, there's a few key differences between this and the spreadsheet to be aware of. So I thought it was easier to make a video than explain it in a long message because no one's going to read that. Anyway, at the moment this is just full of some fake data, but it will be reset by the time you see it. And the starting BRs will be like 70% closer to 1000 than they were from like maybe 3 hours ago. So current date is 9th of December. So if you go up in score over this weekend, it's not going to change your starting BR on this. So sorry about that. Nation rankings are back, which is fun. Again, it's like top 3 of each one instead of the full team. So like for UK, it's John Perkins, Star, and Leaker, and Dobby is not. And I'm not doing team because everyone changes team every 6 minutes, so that's a pain in the ass to manage. The team builder. This is like the same, kind of works the same as it did before. You can't do it with less than 8 players. Let's make sure we get this right. And you can't do it with an odd number of players. Let's just add another. But now anyone can create teams, which is pretty nice. So yeah, go wild creating teams, but not everyone can submit scores. If you need to add a new player, I don't know, let's say crap. Chad. If you need to change their starting BR, you can, but I'm just gonna leave it as 1000. The nation is now a 2-letter code instead of, it used to be 3 letters on the spreadsheet, but now it's 2 letters, so you can kind of just, oh dear, go for what you want. I think I've put all the supervisors in, so if you're a supervisor, then ask me and I'll give you what your pin is and your supervisor name. I mean, your name is your name, but yeah. So if I add Chad, then I have to refresh because then my boy Chad should appear here. There he is, Chad from Aruba. So that's pretty much the same, to be honest. Back to the score submit. Score submit, anyone can kind of like put them in here, but you need to be a supervisor to submit. And one thing that's also not worth pointing out is if you're a supervisor, then only one of you can sort of do this at a time. I mean, you can both do it at a time, but don't hit submit because it's like it's not shared. So if I went on this page on my laptop, it'd be empty. Like I can't see anyone else doing it. So only one person needs to put the scores in. And unfortunately, you can't do it like, because I know people used to do like one team each sometimes, but that's not possible anymore. I've tried to make it as like foolproof as possible. So map or outcome not selected. So you gotta select who won. You gotta hit calculate before you submit. Oh, but here we haven't set the map, so we played it on Gozen. All right, let's hit submit. Wrong supervisor name. Okay. Now I put that in, and now I've submitted. So now this will update. So let's just remember, Atia was 1035. Now he's 1049. So now if I go back on rankings, hooray, he's updated. So that score submit. as I say, I've tried to minimize the amount of stuff that can go wrong, but something inevitably will go wrong. These checkboxes, this was for partnerless, but I never got around to it. It would break it for some reason, and I never got around to fixing it, so these just do nothing. So don't worry about them. And this clear scores button does work as well. It will just clear the entire table. But it's just worth noting that clear players on this page doesn't work because I forgot to do it. Alright, now this is a more fun bit. This is kind of why it's better. So if player searches like back, if anyone was here in season 1, there used to be a graph which is back that gives you your progression over time. So you can see I've been doing pretty well. I've got MVP twice. Trend is like the last 5 matches, like start minus end. So like I'm up 80 on last time. There's someone who's gone down, maybe. Don't know. Alejandro Enjoyer. Oh yeah, he's down 7. It's not been a fun last 5 games for all the Alejandro. And then match history as well. Sometimes this table will render before there's any data to put in it, like from the API. So if you go on this page and this is just like the heading, then just refresh the page until it appears. So you've got the date that the match was submitted, then the map it was on, map size, MVP is who scored the most. They don't have to have won the game. And then the supervisor is who submitted it. So I've been using everyone just to populate it. And then if you hit the checkbox, then you can look at the match in more detail and see who scored what and who changed by what and what their new BR was after the match and how well they did. This is all basically just a version of the archive that's already in the spreadsheet. For a draw, actually, it's just worth noting you can't tell who was on whose team because it doesn't actually track that. It tracks who wins and loses and draws, but only on an individual level. So, like here, there's no way of knowing who was on whose team, just unless you wanted to add up the performances, because it should equal 3. Anyway, that's pretty much it. If you got any questions, ask me on Discord or in the comment section. I don't really mind. And in terms of the future of this, it's probably going to get lumped together with whatever Bass and Tango are working on, because it's just sensible to do that. And it'd be good if more than one person knew how this worked, because it's honestly just my spaghetti code, because I've never done anything like this before. I just learnt it for the process of learning it. That's pretty much it. One thing I forgot to mention really quick is I use Firefox, so actually if you use Chrome then you might end up with some strange formatting, or Edge as well, but it's fine, it's just a work. But that's just why it's... If it looks fucked, then it's because you're not using Firefox, so use Firefox. Also it probably... yeah. Does that. But I don't care, because I would use it full screen on Firefox, so that's how it's designed. Not much more. Bye.